Good morning. It's April 16th of 23 and we're out in the pickup here. We're going to drive around out to Salmo where my old Galion is. I'm going to pick up a friend of mine and she's going to hopefully run the camera a little bit. And what I'm going to do is do a little bit of a walk around the area where it's parked at, see what I'm going to have to do to get things ready to suck it out of there. All the snow, I believe, is all gone from it, and at the same time, the same property has an old FWD sitting on it with a folding crane. Can you imagine that? Would I be interested in that? Yeah, I think I might try to finagle a deal on that. After we do that, we're gonna drive around the grader blade. Is actually up on some other road, Porcupine Road, I guess. About 20 kilometers up there. I'm just gonna go up and see if we can get up there with the pickup. And I'm told that there's still snow up there and it's never plowed over the winter, so we'll just go up there as far as we can and survey the situation and come on back. We're getting pretty close to Tammy's place. Some friend of mine is gonna pick her up. We're gonna go for a little drive, and she lives in right out in the back boonies here. A little twisty road here, but it's at least it's all paved. Nice for riding the bike, that's for sure. A little bit cool to be doing that. It's only like 6 degrees Celsius. Anyway, we're almost there to pick her up, and then we'll make our way down to Selma. See, I can get that truck and trailer. Do a 3-point over there.
Oh, yeah.
Back her right in over here. I got a winch on that trailer. And a winch. Just back it up in here, and I wonder if he'll freak out if I brought the chainsaw and cut those trees down.
No. I would say he won't mind. Just all the type stuff.
Don't hold back on the swearing if you want to swear. It's being recorded.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah, I'll just trim these trees up, pull that thing a little sideways.
Oh, it's beautiful. And this is the running one.
No, this doesn't run at all.
This one matches the other one that doesn't run, and it doesn't have blades either.
Well, this one
Or
we're
is
gonna
this the
go.
one you posted?
We're gonna go try to find the blade.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But this is it. Tires are all done. Motor's pretty much seized up and done. But I think it's salvageable.
Nice.
What do you think of that? Isn't that just the nicest thing you've ever seen?
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Yeah.
And
so,
to the left, you will see the grader.
There it is.
New grader.
Tammy didn't want to agree to be appearing in any of the video clips there, but curiosity got the better of her, and she decided she's going to ham it up a little bit. I didn't know if I was walking around with Tammy or what's that lady's name on The Price is Right, Vanna White. Pretty hilarious, actually. We got a good lay of the land there to extract that Galion. There's no snow and the ground is pretty firm and everything there, so anytime I can run the truck and trailer down there, and I think she'll suck out of there fairly easy. I got a 10,000 pound winch on the trailer, so that Galion is probably nowhere near 10,000 pounds, but I think it'll all work out. Meanwhile, we came across the FWD out not too far away from that Galion on the same property, and we're just taking a few stills just to capture the look of that old legend. This is inside the cab. On the floorboard there, the center panel is missing. It's probably around in the truck there somewhere, but just as a view of the transmission and linkages down in below the floorboard there, it's pretty rough in the inside of the cab. I believe this is the same engine that's in my 1959 FWD. I don't know the current year of this chassis, FWD chassis, but it's the engine is very similar, same carburetor, same manifolds, except the manifold is tied to exhaust pipe underneath. Mine goes straight through the hood. But that looks like the 450 cubic inch inline Red Diamond International. Both doors have been removed off the cab of the truck, and one's actually in the back of the truck near the crane, and this one is just propped up against this old camper. Interesting to note, indicating the age of these this truck, is the doors have wooden framework inside the sheeting, attaches to the hinges. So I'm going to guess it's out of the 30s or 40s. This is the second door, and it looks to be in as good a shape as the other one. The tins are all not rotted through or anything. The biggest problem is the wooden framework. Guy would have to be a wheelwright of sorts there to redo that framing properly. This is inside the cab off the driver's side, and you can see that the clutch and the brake pedal there, indicating it might have a hydraulic clutch to it, but it's going to have hydraulic brakes as well, with no air like my FWD. This is a shot of the 5-liter levers on the to operate the folding crane. I don't know the make of the crane. There is no name on it, but all the levers function. So I would only guess if you got it engine running to turn the hydraulic pump, this crane would operate. This is a view of the engine from the driver's side. It's got a distributor mounted on the side to the front of the engine through that casting, and looks like it extends out and drives some sort of a pump. I don't know what all that's involved with, but air breathers mounted above it, and there is no air compressor that I can see, so there would be no air brakes or air system at all on this truck. Would indicate also there that it's early 40s, I would think. Nice angled view of the truck from the front. It does show off the fact that there's no doors on the cab. They've been taken off, but the front fenders and the headlight buckets and the front bumper are really nice shape. The side panels over the engine, it almost looks like a needle nose Kenworth from this point, but the grill has a little bump to it, easily straightened out, and there's a pocket made available for the spare tire on the front bumper. Pretty heavy duty looking vehicle. Split windshield as well, really makes it look cool. When we first got to the property, went to talk to the gentleman that I made the deal for the Galion up there at the house, and he answered the door wearing his Sunday garb. He's obviously involved with the church of some sort. That he had black, full-length black clothing on, a cross around his neck, etc., etc. So, but on top of the family operating this stone quarry, they make murals on buildings out of this sheep stone, and they also, as a sideline, create grave markers, of which I'm standing in front, and the little dory or wooden boat out I'm standing beside there is the made into a small pond, so he probably has in the summertime plants, etc., growing out of there. Makes for a nice garden. And then of course Tammy, the lady that didn't want to get involved in any frames or stills, pictures taken of her. She has to ham it up. She can't resist. So there she is. From this property, we made our way up the highway toward Nelson and caught this Porcupine Creek Road, and the gentleman was right. It's all snowed in. We only made it about a mile up and come up with nothing but a big snowbank up the road, and so this is as far as we got. But we did discover this little gem laying on the side here, a D7. I thought it was a D7 3T, but it's apparently D7 17A. Needs a few extra parts put back on. I'm sure it could run eventually if somebody was inclined to do so. So that's going to be it for this video, and it's all wrapped up, so we will catch up to you later.